Attention all amateur radio operators. Stand by for the news. Welcome to the Crooked River Amateur Radio Club's Tuesday night VHF net. I'm Pat Morrow, and my call sign is November 8 Oscar Quebec Papa. But for the purposes of this net, we'll be using our club call of Whiskey 8 Charlie Romeo Charlie. This is an open and directed net. All amateur radio operators are invited and encouraged to check in with us. You don't need to be a member of our club. We take all check-ins, and all traffic from this net will go through net control. And since there's always a possibility of an emergency, we ask that you allow a small pause between transmissions, just in case. The purpose of this net is to bring together all amateur radio operators for the exchanging of amateur-related ideas, information, and to keep our club members and the radio public informed on things that our club is doing. This net meets every Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock p.m. I'll start with announcements, and then I'll ask for any managers or anybody that's got any announcements they'd like to have on the beginning of the net. And then after that, we'll take regular check-ins, at which time I ask that you give me your name, call sign, repeated phonetically, and we'll probably take 4 or 5 at a time for a little bit ahead anyway. Then when all check-ins are completed, after we open it up for regular check-ins, after all that's completed, we will repeat the announcements and then do one final call, and then that'll be it for the net tonight. As far as announcements, we got a couple here. Not this week, but let's see what the date is here. Wednesday, September 25th, or Wednesday, September 3rd, I should say, will be our next club meeting. I'm hoping to be able to get some sort of a presentation for that day, and so stay tuned for that. We do have a testing session coming up. I'll have more information on that a little later too. Is there anybody that would like to get or like to have an announcement put on the beginning of our net here? If so, call now.
KABSA.
KABSA, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Keith, and my call sign is KABSA. I got some content information here for you. September 6th is the Ohio State Parks on the Air. September 7th is the Findlay Amfest. September 28th is the Cleveland Hamfest. That's all I got, and I'm sticking to it.
I happen to have a trivia question that I do.
I don't have the computer open yet, no.
All right, we'll just forego it till next week. No big deal.
All right, I also would like, we tried to do state parks on the air, not state parks on the air. Ohio QSO party. I know I have my stuff to turn in the scores. If any other logs are out there, I'd like to have the information so I can get them all combined and see what our pitiful score is. we were in a bad RFI area, and the bands weren't that great for us. Back to you, Pat, KABSA.
I'd also like to thank everybody that did come out to the event there. It was a lot of fun, even though we didn't do much. It was still an operation, and we did all right for considering the conditions and all. Anybody else to have any check-ins or have any announcements before the net? Okay, hearing nothing, let's open it up for regular check-ins. If you'd like to check into our net, please call W8CRC.
KAHGKG.
KAHGKG. Good evening, John. Let's see if there's a couple more out there, and then we'll come back to you. Anybody else, please?
November 8, November Hotel, Mark and Akron, in and out.
Hey, Mark, good to hear you. And we will put you in and out. Anybody else, please?
8CCY, Bob. Chicago Falls, in and out.
Okay, I heard of Chicago Falls after Bob there. Give me your call again, please.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Papa Bravo.
Okay, KF8, E, Papa Bravo. Okay. And you were in and out, sir?
Correct. This is Brian in Chicago Falls, in and out. Thank you.
Brian, thanks for checking in with us. And got it. Okay, anybody else, please?
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta Tango Alpha KF8, DTA, Jeff in New Franklin.
Okay, Jeff, got you, sir. Let's see what that gives us here. 1, 2. Let's do one more. If you'd like to check in, please call. All right, since I'm hearing nothing, let's go ahead back up to the top here. KAGG, yes, sir.
Good evening, Pat, and hello to everyone on the net. It's good to be with you tonight. I sure did get smacked with a bit of fall weather, didn't we? My goodness, we've had everything pretty much from overcast to broken skies to chilly temperatures. And I think tomorrow we're supposed to warm up into the 70s. 72 maybe? I don't know. I'm not ready for this. I never am. Saturday evening, I worked Hawaii on 15 meters at 10:30 in the evening with a very good, about a 5 and 7 signal report on 100 watts and an off-center fed dipole. So conditions were really good on 15, and the band wasn't very busy. That was, I think I heard 2 stations on. Let's see, other than that, I gave up on my cobweb build. I took the whole thing apart, so it's out here. If anybody would be interested in putting it together and seeing what they could do with it, just let me know you're coming and come and get it. I've got it all apart, and all the hardware is there. You don't need anything except the antenna itself. So contact me if anybody's interested. Anyways, that's all I have for net, Pat. So back to you, and have a good net and a great rest of your week. KAHGKG.
Oh, this night's always special for me. We got the Skinwalker Ranch coming home. So I'll be over there in about 40 minutes or so. But, I'm surprised you took that thing down, John, actually. Just didn't like it, or what?
I took it all apart, and there's a thing on there, they call it a matchbox. Well, I took it apart to see if it was damaged, and no, it looked as nice as the day it came off the assembly line. I just couldn't get it to tune up. So if anybody wants it, I don't want to spend any more time on it, because it's not going to do for me anything more than what I already have is doing, with the exception of a few other bands. Now, if somebody could get it working, and it'll give them a whole bunch of bands. I mean, it has a 40, 30, 20, 15, 12, a 10, and 6. So it'll do all those bands once it's whatever it's got needs fixed, and I don't want to spend any more time on it. That's why I took it down.
All right, if I hear anybody looking for an antenna, I'll let you know. But I don't need it. I've got stuff out in the garage. I have yet to even see the backyard. So it's just too busy for me. Anyway, let's go and move things on here. We had CCY. Good evening, Bob. How are you?
Good evening, everyone. Sorry about the Keith mic earlier there. I guess Keith and I can start a club. Other than that, just working on everything around the house, and this afternoon tried to stay dry with the little bit of rain we got. So with nothing else to say, this is KF8CCY, back to net.
Okay, that's good. We accidents do happen, so it's no big deal. I myself think it's a little bit comical if it turns out right. You know, it's embarrassing. We should all know better. But anyway, let's move things on here. I think the next one I got was a KF8. Looks like Charlie Papa Bravo. Brian, are you still here?
Hey, Pat, that was KF8 Echo Papa Bravo, and he was in and out, I believe.
Yeah, Echo Bravo. I wrote that better. All right, then we're down to KF8 DTA. You still in there?
This is KF8 DTA. Just checking in and listening around on the frequencies. Thank you for being there and taking my call. KF8 DTA, back to net.
Your first name again. I didn't catch that when I wrote down a call.
The first name is Jeff. I'm over here in New Franklin Township. KF8 DTA, back to net.
Hey Jeff, thanks for checking in with us here. Always nice to have you, and good to see you. Congratulations on the call, if it's new or not. Which that's probably not exactly new. But anyway, welcome to the hobby anyway. Okay, that's at the end of my list here. Is there anybody else would like to check in? Please call W8CRC.
W8CTM, Carry at Portage Lakes.
Oh, there's a stranger if I ever heard one. What's up, Carrie?
Oh, not much, Pat. Just getting older anyhow. And I just remembered the net was on tonight, so I
turned the radio on, and I don't get on the radio very much anymore. It's, I don't know, it's just the way it is, but anyway. Well, I've been riding my e-trike. I turned over 2,000 miles on it, and I've had it 14 months, or almost 14 months, and got 2,000 miles on it now. And these hot days, you know, or days, it's a little bit cool out there today. I didn't ride it today, but yeah, I've been riding it a bunch, but that's about it. Anyway, I just wanted to give you a number tonight, so here it is. Anyway, everybody have a great rest of the evening, and we'll try to remember to check in next week. W8CTM, back to net.
You got in 14 months what I haven't had a chance to even put on my truck yet. Well, I take that back. I think the truck is a 2020 model, and I think I have about 13,000 miles on it, something like that. It shows how much I go out. This retirement stuff is pretty cool in points. Anyway, I'll let you go, Kerry. Thanks for checking in with us. Is there anybody else that wants to check in before we wrap this up? Please call W8CRC.
KE8 HNK Mobile.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, Pat, how are you doing this evening? I want to give you a phone call later on this evening if you got a minute about the net on Monday nights. I'm going to take a suggestion by Bob and Keith with the net. I actually fell asleep last night. Getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning is not any fun, and I just sat at my desk and was getting ready to turn the radio on and just kind of nodded off last night. So I just go ahead and give you a call if you are available after the net, and going to turn it back over to you, K8H and K, back over to N80QP.
Yeah, I know the gist of what you're going to have, what we're going to talk about. The only thing I'm concerned about is interfering with something else that's out here. But we can find that out easy enough. We'll talk on the phone, no problem. Okay, here, I think that's the end of that. Anybody else want to check in before we wrap this up? Please call.
Whiskey Delta 8, Bravo Quebec Sierra, Steve, and nothing, I'm just in and out.
Hello, Steve. Long time no see. Good to hear from you, and I'll catch you in and out. This is W8CRC looking for calls.
Marty's lurking.
It's WB8YYS, Greg and Cat. Hi, Pat.
BD8YYS. Good evening, Greg. How are you?
Good evening, Pat. Yeah, not too bad. In the middle of the night, I had to close the windows. It got down to like 52 over here. And this is the first time in a long time I've been wearing slacks, shoes, shirts, and a flannel shirt. We got a little chilly there, but I'm looking forward to a little bit cooler weather. I got to get up on the roof and check my weather station and make sure all the connections are good for the antenna over the winter. Spent Sunday out at the Lodi Historical Society's freight house that we kind of renovated. There's one of the old Wheeling and Lake Erie freight houses out there, so I spent a day out there. A lot of people come out and ask questions and whatnot else. It'd be great here. So I spent most of the day there and came back and did absolutely nothing. But wanted to point out that I did put your VE session on the AB4WS radio podcast, and it's out there running right now. So if you want to listen in on it there, you got to listen to all the other stuff there because he puts the VE sessions at the end. But I got that in there for you so the word's getting out. And Pat, I guess that's about it. Not much going on over here in the Tree City. So I'll turn it back to you. Say good evening, everybody that's on the net, and I'll talk to you a little bit later on. ADOQP, WB8YYS. Adios.
Hey, Greg, good to hear from you, man. And thank you for doing the plug for us. If we can ever return the favor, just let me know. Although Jim usually gives me pretty good advance with you guys and stuff. But yeah, we'll appreciate the effort in that. Also, I was going to ask you something. I don't remember what it was now. I'm getting too old for this. This thinking stuff's for the birds. Anyway, have a good evening, Greg. We'll catch up to you. 7-3. I think I heard that Artie was out here. Is Artie out here?
You think?
Well, I don't know what to think.
No, you don't know what to think.
Beyond thinking.
After the fine commercial there. No, I'm just out here doing, well, I guess cleaning windows on my car.
I got windows in a house over here. You're more than welcome to do this if you aren't getting enough of it.
Like you weren't disturbed when you're watching your show then.
Nah. Just won't answer the phone.
Yeah. You know some people around the hood that'll come over and do them for you now, don't you?
Yeah, I might be able to if I needed it.
Yeah, I can't even get nobody to help me do that.
Money talks, Artie.
That.
Money talks and the BS walks.
Yeah, I know, but what if you don't have either of them?
I just suppose you're out of luck.
The SOL?
You can put it that way.
I thought you was going to say that, son.
I'm glad I didn't disappoint. Anyway, you got anything for the net or no? I do want to kind of get this wrapped up so I can go watch TV.
No.
All right, you have a good evening, sir. Anybody else want to check in with us and up the numbers here a little bit? Please call W8CRC.
November 8 Zulu Romeo Papa, Brad Norton.
N-A-Z-U-T. And that's Brad. A-D. Gotcha, Brad. What's going on?
Zulu Romeo Papa. Not much. I did notice Keith mentioned a couple of Hamfests coming up, the Cleveland and the Findlay. I was a member of both those clubs at one point when I lived in those areas, and both are great Hamfests. So if you're looking at a good Hamfest, those are good ones to go to. Anyways, that's all I had. Back net and 8ZRP.
Hey, Brad. Thanks for checking in with us and letting us know that I've been to that Cuyahoga County Fair or County Hamfest before. That one's usually one of the better ones, but especially the last time I was there was it was at the Berea Fairgrounds, and it was pretty decent for what it was. That's been like 10 years ago, so I don't know. But, anyway, thanks for checking anyway, and we'll move it on here. Anybody else want to check in before I close this?
November 8, Romeo Kilo Echo.
8 Romeo Kilo Echo RKE. Name, sir?
Name is Larry, and I am in North Royalton.
You're the one that's got the similar call sign to Artie, which is RKA. I got you, Larry. Anything from the net tonight?
Not really. Yeah, I live about 4 or 5 miles from the fairgrounds here in Cuyahoga County, so I always make it to the Ham Fest, which is going to be on the 30th. So it's a pretty good one. It's over quick though, as far as I think it's like 8 to noon or something like that. So it's not a all day thing. Eddie at RKE.
Yeah, that's the way it was when I went there. I don't know what you gotta wonder sometimes why they don't extend them longer. But then again, even if you extended it longer, you probably wouldn't get as many, or you probably wouldn't get much more in the way of people, because they'd rather get in and out in the morning. And that's personal choice, I guess. Anyway, thanks for checking, Larry. Have a good evening. Anybody else want to check in? Please call.
CCY recheck.
Go ahead.
Speaking of Hamfest, I checked today on maps. The November 2nd, I think it's the Mansfield Club. They're getting close to being sold out if anybody's interested in getting tables. Back to net.
I'd really like to go to that one too.
Well, let's put our club shirts on and go.
You can do that.
And
anyway, let's see if there's anybody else out there. If you're wanting to check in, this is going to be about the last try, and then I'll reread the announcements. If you want to check in, please call. Okay, hearing nothing. Going to the announcements. We have a meeting coming up September 3rd. That will be at the church, at the usual church. That's Oak Hill Presbyterian Church on Hardwell over here, and almost into Ellett. If you need any information, anything on testing or anything like that, you can get a hold of me through our website, which is crarcham.org. If you need to sign up for anything, or just want general information on the club, it's there. Let's see. We do have testing coming up. I think I'm gonna have to check on the date for it. My mind goes wacky sometimes. But anyway, we'll go ahead and I think those are the only two announcements we had. There was some miscellaneous Hamfest and stuff like that coming, including Cleveland towards the end of September. And that's usually a good fest. So with that, we'll go ahead and open it up for one more call. If there's nothing, we'll go ahead and close her up. If you'd like to check in, please call.
BSA.
Yes.
Okay, I'll reread my part of the announcement since you kind of skipped me. September 6th is the Ohio State Parks on the Air. September 7th is the Findlay Hamfest. And September 28th is the Cleveland Hamfest. And I would like to thank everyone who came out and participated in our Ohio QSO party setup. And if I would like to have any logs so we can get our score in and mentioned. Our pathetic score. Back to you, Pat, KAABSA.
You gotta start somewhere, Keith.
That we do.
Okay, let me count these up here and then we'll... If anybody else wants to check in, give me a call here. KA or W8CRC.
I got 15 counting Ted.
I got 14 on the list, not counting him. All right, let's go ahead and close things up here. In preparation to close this net, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank everybody that checked in with us, and in general of your participation with our club and everything. You would not believe how much that these check-ins do mean to, and I do appreciate them. Let's see, without your participation, there'd be no net. I'd be sitting here twiddling my thumbs, and it's been my pleasure to host this evening's net. At this time, I will go ahead and close things up with 15 check-ins, almost a record, and return the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use. This is Whiskey 8, Charlie Romeo Charlie, closing the net at, looks like about 7:38, so local time. We'll go ahead and turn things back to normal, and we will see everybody next week. This is W8CRC with N8OQP in the net chair. We're clear.
Good job, sir, and once again, sorry about the key.
Hey, you know what? It happens to the best of us.
I think we need to come up with an award for that.
ET King?
I should be first place then.
Just thinking that.
Time.
Bob, you and Pat doubled. Bob won.
But we'll have to consider that about Christmas time.
Make it a real good award. Somebody will glue the key open.
Well, I can hit the push to talk lock button and go away.
But Marty had cut your cables.
It really is the tickler there. I heard your wife walking down the stairs, and she said, "This phone's for you. I came down to give you the phone." And I thought, oh, good grief.
And the phone kept dropping. Sometimes my phone will drop down here in the basement.
Nope.
Got it all fixed in the end, so this is KF8CCY. I'm going to go get some groceries down my throat, then watch the Skinwalker. Maybe we'll talk afterwards. 73s.
Hey, Bob, have a good evening, sir. And we'll catch up to you. I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get ready for my movie. Maybe I can talk the wife into some popcorn. Yeah, that's right. I'll catch everybody. N8OQP.
All right, 7-3 all. Had someone out there lurking on NetLogger. Looks like he didn't want to check in, which is cool. And we'll catch you all later. KA BSA.